For those of you that are new to my channel, this is the Craftsman's Corner. This is a series of videos that I do where I sort of do different updates. So they're basically update videos, talk about past videos, current videos, future videos, and then other projects that I have going on. This video is going to have two main topics. One is going to be a quick update on the house I'm renovating. I bought a house for $12,000 and I'm doing a renovation on it. Turned out to be a full renovation. In the end, I'll either rent the house or sell the house. Still not sure yet which way I'm going to go. It all depends on some different things. I'll know as I get closer to the end of the project. The other topic is going to be an article that is posted today, right now. You can click on the link in the description below, the first link, and read that article. It's going to be about mentorships, finding a mentor. The title is Find a Mentor, and it was submitted by one of my subscribers on the YouTube channel. A couple weeks ago I posted a request on Instagram and Facebook that if people wanted to submit ideas to write articles on my website, they could, and I got a lot of emails as a result of that. I really didn't think that I was going to get that much response from it. I figured someone would, but it turned out a lot of people are interested, and got one ready for you. The writer's name is John. You can click on that link and read it all for yourself. The title, Find a Mentor. It's basically a article telling his experience of having mentorships and over the past 3 years and what it has sort of brought him, what he's gained from it. We'll get back to that in a second. As far as my house goes, as most of you know, it's a full-on renovation, and I'm trying my best to post them as I go. But the videos that I've posted are a little behind my progress. Obviously, they're going to be behind my progress, but I've probably got about 2 or 3 more videos to post before I bring you up to where I'm at right now. And what I've got done is most of all of the PVC drain lines that are in the walls and underneath the house. A lot of the electricals run. I've installed some can lights. All the framing is in place. The bathtub's in place. I'm starting to kind of get the place a little cleaned up more, and I'm probably running a time lapse right now while I'm talking of a cleanup that I did. So I'm trying to get the whole place ready for insulation and drywall. So as soon as I get all that wrapped up, I'm actually going to shift outside and do some work before I have the rough-in inspection done by the county inspector. But I need to get outside and do some work on the roof. I'm basically going to re-roof the house, but in re-roofing it, I'm going to extend the overhang on the gable end of the roof lines. That's just going to create a little more overhang and make the house look a little better at very minimal investment. So it'll make a really big difference in the way the house looks. I think it's value, and also just keep a little water off of the house itself. Still got to make decisions on what the siding is going to be and whatnot. So you can just kind of stay tuned for that. I'll probably put a link in the description below for that playlist if you're not familiar with those videos and want to watch them. Let's skip back over to the article. Before I talk about the specific article, really quick, I want to kind of point out some different things just to give you a little more information. Again, all I did was post it on Instagram and Facebook, so it was a very limited explanation of what I was planning on doing. That was because I didn't really have a specific plan at that time, and I'm kind of developing the plan as I go. This has been a great experience. These first articles I think are going to be kind of more work for everybody, the person writing them, me, and then I have someone helping me edit these as well. Just sort of while a template, I guess you could say, is developed. Long run, I would like it if people were able to work more independently, do whatever kind of research they need to do a little bit of back and forth through email, and then get these put together. Specifically speaking about this article, John, the writer, he did a great job. This article was well written from the beginning. All that needed to be done was just a little bit of polishing, and then in me reading and the editor reading these, we could see different things that we found interesting, but wanted to know a little bit more. So he kind of expanded on some different things and added some stuff. So that was really nice. So it's cool to see how the article started out and what it turned into. But in general, I'm interested in what you all had to say, whether it's a story, advice, tips on how to do particular things, different techniques, anything creative pretty much. I really don't even want to try to tell you what you can and can't submit as far as ideas go. Don't worry about it. If you don't think you're interesting and don't know how to write, don't have anything to say, but you still have a desire, just contact me and maybe we can work together to put something together. It could even be something we co-write. It doesn't have to be something strictly you write. You could have a topic that you're familiar with, that you know I'm familiar with, and maybe we can kind of integrate our, combine our experiences and come up with something. I'm open to anything. I just kind of want to see where this goes. My reasons are twofold, I guess. One is self-serving. I just want to have content for my channel. Want to grow my website, all that. It's also fun for me. And then also the space on my site is there, just waiting for people that have something to say to do it. I don't need to be selfish with my website. I can't post articles every week of my own. So if you'd like to post something, let me know. You can email me at thehomesteadcraftsman@gmail.com. My website's link is thehomesteadcraftsman.com. So check that out, and don't be shy. Submit an idea if you have one. On to his article. Topic: find a mentor. Let me check hopefully that's in focus. I've got some facial recognition thing is focused on my face, so that's why I'll keep it right here. But you can see it's an article. With real pictures and everything, just like you see on TV. That's a joke. But it's, I think, a couple pages in a Word document, and then, of course, then the pictures are added into it. The topic, find a mentor, starts out with John kind of introducing the topic, the value of a mentor, and then he kind of gets into explaining what kind of mentorships he's had, gives a little examples. And he gives some tips for successful mentorship. I think that was a really good idea, to not just have it be a story, but to pull some points out of a story and break them down to what you can do to get the most out of a mentorship that you're involved in. So this is being written from the position of he is being mentored by someone else. And in this, it's multiple people. Down at the bottom, he really finished this off, I think, a strong way. He gives he calls it his mentor timeline, which is an explanation of 3 years broken down into different experiences and what he got out of those. And it really is neat. He sent some really good pictures of his time working with some different artists, sculptors. Most of it was art background, but even has something about working for Valvoline, servicing automobiles. So it's really interesting to hear about his story and how he's combined the skills that he's learned and sort of how he wants to apply those in the future. So again, click on that link in the description below. I want to read his intro real quick just to kind of give you an idea. He ends his intro with a question, and I like that because then the rest of his article sort of answers his own questions. So forgive me if I fumble my way through reading this. The goal of any do-it-yourselfer, maker, homesteader, or artist is achieving independence or self-sufficiency through the skills we possess. Do-it-yourselfers gain skills so they can fix things without calling and paying for a professional. Homesteaders learn how to grow food and generate power so they can be off-grid and independent from big agriculture. Artists develop material and technical know-how so they can uniquely express their aesthetic vision. In all these examples, it is the acquisition of skills that enable us to develop personal, creative, or financial independence and freedom. But what is the best way to gain these skills? So the rest of the article kind of goes over his path towards doing that and ends with him encouraging you to do the same and that he will continue to do the same. So I think it's a strong article and very relevant to so many of you out there that are watching. I get a lot of questions from people asking me my advice, but that's only coming from one perspective, and that is mine and the things that I've done. This is now two perspectives. And then another person can write an article about something else, and it turns more into a community instead of people looking towards just me for an answer. And I'm only good for but so many answers, so don't give me any more credit than I deserve. A lot of times people do that, I think, in watching YouTube channels. They get a little bit of that idle thing going on. And of course, a lot of you out there don't feel that way, but some do. And I think it's important to get a lot of different perspectives and kind of putting together and formulating what it is you want to do for yourself. There's no one answer about how you have to go about things. And so I really like the value of what John offered in this article. That's pretty much it as far as the specifics on the article go. I will encourage you to leave a comment on the bottom of the article. Don't read it and just hit the road. Let John know what you think about his article. Say thank you for him for putting all the work in. You can also put a thanks in for the editor as well. That was a lot of help. I really enjoyed working with John and the editor, putting this article together. For those of you who have ideas, again, submit them by email. I'd love to work with you as well and get something posted and get this to be a regular thing. If you're an artist or craftsman or a small business and you have a website as well, and I'm happy to include that in these articles, so it is a good way to promote something that you're doing. You know, I probably won't have some big company just doing blatant advertisements, but I am open to supporting the different things that you do. And the different places that you and resources that you've used to get to where you're at as well. For example, along with John's website, there's a link to one of the places that he worked in here as well, so you can maybe use them as a resource to learn for yourself in the future. So thank you all so much for watching these videos. Be sure to check all the links in the description below. That'll answer most of the questions you may have, but if you have any more questions, be sure to ask those as well. Let me know what you think about the video and having articles like this written. I've got Facebook and Instagram. See those links as well in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.